Hello dear learners, this is Shindu Sarkar, an English teacher, English version senior section, Milestone School and College. Welcome you all to our online class. I hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty and doing your studies properly. I hope you will pay attention right from the beginning so that you can get rid of all kinds of problems that you have and that you are facing right now. So, before starting today's class, I am going to ask some questions from the previous lesson. Okay, dear students, welcome you all again to our online class. Now, today's class work number will be 39, but we are going to discuss, previous lesson for again. And now, observe it. Previous lesson, you have already got the idea about the, model question 25 and 6 in your last class. Okay, so that's why I am going to ask some questions from the last class. First question, where is Congo situated? Can you say? Yes, it is a Central African country. Yes. Who is called global citizen? Can you tell me? Yes, Gurmeet Singh is called global citizen. Then what is now old story? Landing on the for landing of the food stage on the moon is now an old story. Yes, right you are. Then what can be used for distance learning? What? Yes, mobile phone. Then what is the meaning of a spacecraft? A vehicle that travels in space. Yes, right. Then what meaning? In case of what meaning, I have given you three words here. Os. Can you can you say the meaning of os? Yes, see or observe. Then travel. Travel means yes. Travel means visit. Then begin. What is the meaning of begin? Yes, start. Here is the answer also. Observe the answer. Yes, here. At first you will get the answer of the questions. Then you will get the answer of the word meaning. First question was, where is Congo situated? Congo is situated at the Central Africa. Then who is called global citizen? Gurmeet Singh is called a global citizen. What is now an old story? The footsteps on the moon of human being is now an old story. Then what can be used for distance learning? Mobile phone, yes. You have been using mobile phone right now and it is working for your distance learning. Then what is the meaning of a spacecraft? A vehicle that travels in space, that is called a spacecraft. And what meaning? I have given you the answer here. Was will be see, observe, you can use. Then travel. Travel means visit. Yes. Begin. Begin means start. Okay. Now we are moving to our today's topic, the things that we should learn today or that we will learn today. What is paragraph? Yes. What is paragraph? How to write a paragraph, that parts of a paragraph we will learn, and in fact we will learn a paragraph of our syllabus, of course. Okay. Now, what is a paragraph? You should know it. A paragraph is a group of sentences about a single topic. Group of sentence. A paragraph is a group of sentences about a single topic. You should remind it. Together, the sentences of a paragraph explain the writer's main idea about the topic. In academic writing, a paragraph is often between 5 and 10 sentences long, but it can be longer or shorter depending on the topic. But you should remember that a paragraph will be in one unit. Okay, sometimes you write, more than one unit. I mean, you make 2 or 3 para, but if you make it, you will not get expected marks. That's why you have to write within one para. Paragraph means a para. I mean, within, it will be within one para. Okay. Then to write a paragraph, what comes first? You should think about that. Okay, what comes first? Think of the most important part of a paragraph. You should think it. Okay, paragraph writing. In case of paragraph writing, the things that are extremely necessary for you, that those have been given here. Topic sentence. Topic sentence, I mean the starting sentence, is very much key to write a paragraph. Okay, actually the observer, I mean who examine your copies, they focus on the topic sentence at first. That's why it is very much, yes, very much necessary for you. And I mean, you have to write a proper exact topic sentence so that he or she can understand that you have done well. I mean, you have got the idea about the paragraph well. Okay, that's why. Then supporting ideas, to write up, after writing a topic sentence, we give some supporting ideas. Okay, this is very much related to the topic and it is very much important also. Okay, then adding details. Sometimes in case of descriptive paragraph, we add details. Then concluding sentence. It is also an important part in case of writing paragraph. Okay, concluding sentence also, is observed by the observer who are observing your copies, or who are checking your copies. Actually, it is very much important, so you have to write it properly. Okay, we will learn it today. Now we have to learn what is topic sentence. Actually, what is topic sentence? What is it? The first sentence in a paragraph. I have told you earlier, the first sentence in a paragraph is called topic sentence. What does it do? Actually, what does it do? It introduces the main idea of the paragraph. By the topic sentence, we understand the main idea of the paragraph. So you should write the topic sentence in that way so that we can get the main idea of the paragraph. How do I write on? How will you write this topic sentence? So to write the topic sentence, summarize the main idea of the paragraph. You have to summarize the main idea of the paragraph. Okay. Okay. Now, supporting details. What are supporting details actually? They come after the topic sentence. Yes. After the topic sentence, we write some sentences. Okay. They make up body of the paragraph. They make up the body of the paragraph. So the body part, you may call it the supporting details. Then what do they do actually? They give details and support the main idea. So we get the details of the paragraph, or actually it the supporting details support the main idea. Okay, how do I write them? Give support facts, details and examples. Give support facts, details and examples. We have to write supporting details. Okay, very good. Closing sentence. Now for closing sentence, what will you write? What is it? Closing sentence. The last sentence in a paragraph is called closing sentence. What does it do actually? It relates the main idea. Okay, it relates the main idea. How do I write on? Restate the main idea but using different words. In part of closing sentence, it will restate the main idea using different words. Okay, the closing sentence should be very similar to the topic sentence. So, it should be similar, or it somewhat similar, not very much similar, but somewhat similar with the you know, topic sentence. Okay. So I think you have got the idea. Now, a good paragraph has what type of, you know, items, what type of, you know, things a good paragraph actually contains. Okay, that is written here. Unity is must necessary, you know, is must for a good paragraph. Support, you know, supporting ideas or details, you know, I have told you earlier. Then the most important thing is that coherence. If you do not write, you know, suppose you are writing one sentence, and depending on that sentence you have to write another sentence. Okay, so if you do not maintain coherence, after sentence, you know, after one sentence you are writing another sentence, and after that you are writing another sentence, within, I mean, among the sentences you have to maintain coherence. If you do not maintain the coherence, in that case it will not be a good paragraph. So it is very much important for writing a paragraph. Then good language. Good language, you know, good language is also extremely necessary, okay, for writing a paragraph. Then variety of structures, but do not write, you know, same structure, I mean same type of sentences again and again, so that, you know, the teachers will get, you know, bored to say it. Okay, so mind it. Then linkers in paragraph. We use linkers in paragraph. Cause and effect. In case of cause and effect, I have given here as a result, because, hence, you know, since, so. Okay, this type of. Then, you know, difference, although, but, however, instead, though. Importance, in case of importance, at first, last, least, most important, next. Then place, you know, above, around, behind, here, nearby. Similarity, in case of similarity also, you know, another. Okay, and in addition to, like, in case of time, after, before, then, when, finally, we have to add this type of linkers in case of paragraphs, so that, you know, the writings part, I mean the sentences, will get the, you know, variety, and I mean at the same time it will maintain coherence, it will enrich your, you know, sentences, it will enrich your, you know, sentences, so that teachers will check your copy, will get that, get the idea that you have the ability of using linkers and different things. So it is very much effective. Okay, now guess the picture. We are going to start our today's, you know, paragraph. You know, I didn't mention the name of the today's paragraph. At first, guess the picture. Yes, you have got the idea. A day laborer. I will give you some more picture, then it will be more clear to you. Yes. Guess the picture. Yes. Yes. Very good. Yes. Okay. Now paragraph. Answer the following questions and write a paragraph about a day laborer. Okay. You know, you get some questions before writing a paragraph, and depending on those questions, you have to write the paragraph. So I think some of you will feel, you know, sometimes you feel, you know, uneasy to write the paragraph, that you have got questions and someone may write the answer of the only questions. You know, you have to write the paragraph on the, you know, on depending on that questions, I mean on ensuring the answer of that questions, but not write only the answer of the questions. Okay, so today's topic, today's paragraph is a day laborer. We are going to practice, and we are going to observe the questions. Okay, here we have already got the questions here. Write a paragraph about a day laborer or the life of a day laborer in 100 to 150 words based on the following questions. Your answers to the questions should give as much details as possible. Actually, you will not write the answer of these questions. You have to write a paragraph, but ensuring the answer of these questions, I mean, you have to ensure the answer and the answer that the questions that are asking, okay, you have to ensure that part in your paragraph actually. Okay, this is the things. You will not write only answer. Okay, now observe the today's paragraph. I have written here, a day laborer. Yes, here a day laborer. Okay, so dear students, a day laborer. Here, observe the paragraph. I have told you earlier about the, topic sentence or beginning sentence. Here, it is written, the people who are engaged in daily work on hire are called day laborers. So you have got the definition of the day laborer. I mean, at the same time, you have got the, you know, their nature of the work actually. Okay, in the very beginning sentence, or I mean in the topic sentence. So the topic sentence should be like that. Okay, then you are getting the supporting details. I mean the sentences on the after writing the topic sentence, you are getting some supporting sentences here. And I have told you earlier that you have to maintain coherence within the sentences. Yes, now here, look at here, doing, after the topic sentence, you are getting here, doing daily payment basis work, he survives his family. So it is very much related. Then he is a very hardworking man. He has no definite job. So actually he has no definite job. Sometimes when you are coming to his school or going to your home, I mean going to your house or home, uh, okay, you observe that some people are sitting here and there, and they are looking for the people who are asking, okay, and they take them to get involved into the work. Okay, so this type of people actually, they have no definite job actually. Okay, this has been written here. Usually a day laborer lives in a slum or in a hut. You know where they, live actually, that. Okay, he gets up early in the morning and goes out in search of work. So he gets up early in the morning, very morning, he gets up early in the very morning and goes for the work. Okay, he continues his work till the, sunsets. So look at the coherence. I mean, supporting details, you are getting the coherence. Okay, he gets up early in the morning and goes out in search of work. In the very next sentence, you are getting, he continues his work till the sunset. So it is very much related to the former one. I mean, you know, the sentence is written before. Okay, a day laborer works in an agricultural field, in construction site, in railway station, bus terminal, a ferry ghat, lunch terminal. So you can see them, all over the places. That is written here actually. Though a day laborer is engaged in heavy manual work, he is always neglected and is looked down upon in our society. Most of the people of our country, they 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 misbehave with them actually, and they do not pay properly actually. Sometimes, rickshaw, in case of rickshaw, you can see that sometimes, some people, okay, some people misbehave with them. Okay, he has to struggle for his existence. A deliverer works under an employer. Okay, so look at the coherence and supporting details. It is very much related. Okay, with one another, very much related. Okay, then he goes to the market to buy some rice and vegetables. Then he he returns home, food is cooked, and he has his meal with the family. After doing the work, he, when he coming back at that time, he goes to market to buy some rice and vegetables. It is very much related, okay, with one another. And then food is cooked and he has his meal with the family. He earns his bread by the sweat of his brow. He cannot manage work on any day. If he cannot manage work on any day, he has to starve with his family. Actually, if he is unable to manage his work any day, in that day he has to starve. Okay. On that day he has to starve with his family. Okay. He does not know how to take rest. Actually, he does not know how to take rest. He is ill. He does not get proper treatment. If he is ill, in that time, he does not get proper treatment because, he has not enough money, okay, for the treatment. That's why he is not getting proper treatment. He cannot send his children to his school. He cannot send his children to his school. The expense of the schooling, actually it is very much, unable. He is very much unable to pay the schooling fees. Okay, that's why a day laborer cannot buy good clothes. Sometimes some people provide clothes, okay, though someone misbehaves with them, someone, help them, sometimes they provide the good clothes or providing clothes, they help them. He is always ill fed and ill clad. When he becomes old and cannot work, he has to drag a miserable life. They have no enough money. I mean, they do not get enough money to for the future. Okay, that's why they are, you know who the money that they earn, actually they expend all the money, actually, in every day. That's why they do not deposit any money for the future. That's why, you know they get problem in the old age. Actually, that is written here. When he becomes old, and cannot work, okay, he has to drag a miserable life. So miserable life face. They have to face miserable life. Now, feedback. In case of feedback, I am going to ask you some questions. What is paragraph? I have told you earlier. Yes, a paragraph is a collection of some sentences, okay, within one para, and giving the idea of on topic. Yes. Then what is topic sentence? Yes, the starting sentence. Then what is the topic sentence of the paragraph a day laborer? Okay, can you mention? What is the topic sentence of the paragraph a day laborer? Yes, you can take a look. Here is written. Yes, the people who are engaged in daily work on hire are called day laborers. Okay, are called day laborers. Okay, very good. So now I'm going to give you SW at the end of the class. I think you have done well and you have paid attention, and now write down the homework. A day laborer, you have to learn it. At the same time, you have to write in your SW copy so that you can do well in the exam. Okay, so thank you very much for paying attention. I hope you will do well in the exam. If you go through this class, online class, actually, I mean, you will get a lot of information and you will do well. Thank you very much. See you again.